Here was everything I ate at Disney Springs. On Saturday afternoon, we drove from Melbourne to Orlando because my sister and I were running in the Disney Half Marathon on Sunday morning. Our first stop was the Wide World of Sports, where I picked up my racer's packet. Then we drove over to Disney Springs, where we met up with my sister and her family, who came down from South Carolina for the race. It was 1:30 and I hadn't eaten yet, and the smell from this barbecue place was so good. We had to eat there. It's called the Polite Pig, and it seriously smelled so amazing, like a siren luring people in. My mom, Uncle Frank, and we ended up splitting the barbecue platter, which just looked amazing. We got so many different things to try. The cheddar sausage was the first meat that I tried, and it was amazing. The pulled pork was also incredible and had a great amount of seasoning and just full of flavor. I also had the brisket, which was good, and a rib. The ribs had sauce on them, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but they were smoked great and fell off the bone. My nephew, though, thought that they were the best thing ever and wouldn't give up his bone. For our sides, we got the barbecue cauliflower, which was okay, and the crispy glazed Brussels sprouts, which were amazing. Everything was so good, and I was getting full. I almost forgot to try the chicken, which was smoked perfectly with a ton of seasonings. It was great, but even the three of us couldn't finish everything. To walk off lunch a little bit, we walked around Disney Springs, and I thought it was cool to see these car boats driving around. A few fans stopped me to say hi, which was really neat. Again, be sure to stop and say hey if you ever see me out and about. A bit later, we stopped at Swirls on the Water, where we got a Dole Whip sampler for Carrie and I. The girls got classic vanilla cones, and Carrie and I got these to try. The pistachio and cheesecake one was good, and I didn't care for the pumpkin one, but the original Dole Whip was the best. They had a key lime one over the summer that I missed out on. Anyways, they were all good and perfect for carb loading before the half marathon in the morning. After the Dole Whips, we saw this squirrel risking his life on the Rainforest Cafe volcano, and then I took my youngest and her cousins on the carousel, and that was everything that I ate at Disney Springs.